Well, there are different words in the Old Testament. Most of us are familiar with the Greek term hamartia for sin, which conveys the idea of falling short of the mark. We are made for the glory of God, but what sin does is it causes us to fall short of the mark. Transgression has the very basic idea of crossing the line, that God has given us his law and we cross the line. And iniquity has the sense, for example, in Psalm 51 of twistedness, that there is a twistedness in us as a consequence of these. And all of these words are different angles on one and the same reality of our disobedience to God, our againstness, our hatred, our diversion from him. They say that the more important something is, the more words you'll find in that culture for that something. And there is an abundance of vocabulary in the Hebrew Old Testament for sin. And the great thing is, there's also an abundance of vocabulary for the idea of grace. So there's bad news and there's very good news.
We've heard tonight about the last written words of Luther, we are beggars. This is true. Well, when we talk about debt and transgressions, the scriptures say that we are debtors who cannot pay their debts. God and God alone has the absolute right to impose obligations to his creatures. And he has done that. He has said, you must do this, you must not do that. And imposing those obligations, we owe it to God to perform those obligations. If we don't, we become debtors to the law and debtors to the God of the law. And the problem that we face, as we learn in the New Testament, is that we're debtors who can't file for chapter 11. There's no way we can pay the debt. It's a hopeless task. It's a fool's errand to try to pay the debt that we owe. But this is what's basic to our human thing, is we can't stand that. We want to be able somehow to pay the debt and meet the obligation, rather than to say, I'm helpless. I'm a debtor who can't pay my debts. The only way I can stand before a just and holy God is if somebody else pays the debt. And the only one who has earned the right to pay somebody else's debt is the Son of God. And that's why we talk about justification through Christ alone, who alone has the merit to pay for us. He is the treasury of merit. Nothing could be added to or subtracted from that treasury that is in him.